Well, with me in the studio at this very moment in time is Tyber from the Jewellers. Hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. I feel a bit tired, but getting ready to stand on the high street of Romford. But yeah, I feel alright. I went out last night, but yeah, feeling good.
Feeling good. It's just that Saturday morning kind of lethargic.
Yeah, just got to sort of wipe the cobwebs away a little bit at the moment.
That general feeling.
That general feeling.
Weekend morning. Of course, you're in a group called the Jewellers.
We are indeed. I am indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the family members.
Yeah. Yeah.
If people have never heard of you, who are you? What kind of music are you?
We're a ska and reggae band, authentic ska and reggae band, started by my brother and myself a few years back. He's now left and gone on to other things. I'm still flying the flag, but just trying to get the whole ska and reggae thing out there. There's not enough stations and radios playing them, and yeah, so we've just got together. I've got a band together of guys. We put together an album of 15 tracks. So yeah, but it's going well. It's kind of in my blood. I don't know anything else other than this sort of music. It hasn't got a skank to it. I don't tend to play it. That's kind of what I've been saying to people when they ask me, "Can you play with this? Can you play with that?" Well, if it hasn't got a skank to it, I'm not playing it. So
it really is back to the roots.
Yeah, totally back to the roots. A lot of people kind of think of ska music as it had a big revival in the late 70s, early 80s with the Specials and Madness and the Beat, the Selector. But that's a spin-off of ska music. That's called two-tone, and that's an infusion of kind of the Jamaican sound with the punk sound. And it was quite political. A great music, but it was, we're kind of far more of the Jamaican, the early 60s to mid-60s sort of sound.
Okay, and I understand you've got a new album coming out as well.
We have, yeah. I've been 3 years in the making. I hadn't done any writing since my brother left. My brother left about 4 years ago, so I was sort of putting pen to paper for the last 3 years, just getting an album together. And it's now just gone to the manufacturers, so it'll be there's 15 tracks on there. We're playing the Indigo at the O2 on the 22nd of November, and it's out for the very first time there. So all the lucky people that come along to that gig will be the first people to get hold of a copy.
And what's the new album called as well?
It's called Back to Paradise.
Back to Paradise.
So it kind of sort of speaks itself, but it's it's something I just want to take people back to where it all began, and but not just do it authentically. I've kind of wanted to bring in a little something that is current as well. So I can't really copy their lyrics because a lot of the time they were singing about sun, sea, sand, up a tree, picking coconuts or whatever, which wouldn't go down
very
too well if I started singing it. So I've kind of changed the lyrics around so that people can sing along to them and relate to them in this sort of day and age. So
okay, and of course you say you do a lot of gigging around Romford and the local area.
Yeah. We play, as I said, we've got the Indigo at the O2 22nd of November. We play the Rust Club, which is Romford, the Conservative Club around the corner. We played that a couple of times, packed that out, and Romford's been one of our strongholds. My brother and I have been busking here for a long time because it's a really good sort of the earth working class town. I think those sort of towns tend to really give you more of a helping hand when you're standing on the high street than other towns. So it's kind of come a home away from home, in so much so that when newspapers have spoken to us, they just presume we're from Romford. We're like, well, we're not actually, and we don't have family here, but it's like having family here. So, but it's great. It's great.
So a little home from home.
It really is. It really is. It really is.
Fantastic. Of course, you've had other songs out before, other albums, and you got the new one coming out, which was 24th of November?
It comes out on the 24th, actual general release, but for the people that are coming to the O2 on the 22nd of November, they can pick up a copy from there. So
pick up a copy. Of course, it'll be available on the usual outlets, I suppose?
iTunes, Amazon, and various other places. So yeah, pretty much everywhere that you can get records, it should be available. So we're making a big concerted effort because it's kind of got to that stage now where we used to just look at the fan base and see them on the high street in the respective towns we play in, but because of the internet now, we just get emails from people as far as Argentina, all over the world. So it's in our best interest to make sure it's available anywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere, and there's so many outlets you can
do that
through.
Definitely.
And of course, some of your tracks have also been used in film as well.
Our song, which went to number 23 in the charts a few years back, called Truly Madly Deep, that was in a film called Fool's Gold, which is a big Hollywood blockbuster movie with Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson. And it just, obviously, it came out in America first, and we've got a huge fan base in America, and at the time we got quite a few emails. Well, oh my God, I've just seen the film Fool's Gold. You guys are at the end of it, man. I'm like, what? I knew we were in it, but I was expecting like a 10-second, like when someone's on the toilet or something. I wasn't expecting the full song at the end of the film. So
that's great exposure in itself.
Oh, it's fantastic because I mean, the credits on a film, they go on forever. So the whole song was
probably still rolling now.
Yeah, no. And the mad thing about it is it's been repeated. Channel 5 do a fantastic job of repeating films, and it just seems to be on Channel 5 like every sort of 6 months. Someone puts it on Facebook, you're on Channel 5 again. So
can't grumble, all the extra royalties.
No, they're definitely.
Okay, but so the new album 24th is
24th
general release, of course.
It's the best work as far as I'm concerned that I have done. As I said, it's been a labour of love. It's almost like a little it kind of says who I am, what I've been doing for the last 3 years since my brother left. I think when you've got two brothers that are performing together and singing, you kind of sort of have to do it. There's a lot of compromising. Stuff that he did that I perhaps didn't like, and the same for him. So this is the first time I've actually been able to express myself through an album and gone, yeah, this is me.
So it's very much a personal journey as well.
Yeah, it totally is. It totally is. And it's taken up all the people around me, the friends and family. It's taken up so much of my time, and it's been such a stress. It's been, like I said, a personal journey that has put me in a bit of a financial hole, but it's been a labour of love and totally worth it, because the end product, what I've heard so far, even though I haven't heard the album now for about a week, because I've been working on it solidly for 3 years, when I listen to it, I'm so proud of it. It moves me, it excites me, it has me dancing, it does everything that you want it to.
Okay, fantastic. Well, should we listen to one of your earlier ones, Don't Go?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and we'll talk more about the album.
Brilliant stuff.